Why there is so much insatisfaction when performing? Well, people say, how it went the gig? Oh man, the sound sucked, the monitors were not good, or the public was speaking too loud, or I didn't listen to the piano, or anything. They will say something negative most of the time. Mostly professional players, I mean, or people who work with music, not the amateurs guys who love it all the time, no matter what happens. So, is there a trend? How do you become satisfied? Because this is an insatisfaction. They never like actually what they are doing, like the amateur guys do. So, is there a training for that to be satisfied? Yeah, there is. Kenny Werner explained this. He's the only teacher I have seen. He posted the description, his method, and he said that just by the very contact, the sensual contact that you do with the instrument, you say, oh, wow, I love it, I love this thing. And he has a method to unblock problems just by playing notes, any note, and you don't judge it, you just go on playing. Right? And then fingers are playing and I'm talking to you, I don't need to put too much attention or to force what I am doing, so I get free from this conditioning of the mind. There is a method to do. I'm not expert on this, but I also studied that for fun, because I would like to have the command over play with easy and not being blocked by the mind. Right? This is, of course, people now you are maybe watching this and think, yeah, I know it. But my question is, how good are you at it? How much do you feel, how satisfied are you just by having the guitar in your hands? Do you feel great or not all the time? And why? These questions have to be there, because this insatisfaction is a chronic thing, and then because you become good at what you practice every day, if you practice being insatisfied, chances are you will remain that way every day more and more. So why you deserve better? Therefore, there is a way, this training method of Kenny Werner, he shows how just by the instrument is there and then he said, grab the instrument, and the guy goes and take it. Just this practice, that when you grab the guitar, don't have this big expectation and this contorted thoughts there about this and what the others will think and all these things. I remember when Paco had that problem, I couldn't learn this from him. That was probably his only weak point. Detachment from what others will think. That he suffered a lot because the tradition refused his first. When he started innovating things, the tradition got crazy and didn't accept it, and he suffered so much. One time he was beaten up, went out of a TV program, and they said, you know what, I'm tired of Spain. I will go to Mexico, and that's how he lived there for about more than 35 years and composed all his music there. Right? It was a shock for him a bit, because he did care what others would say, right? But too much. It's not that we should be cynical or something, but I remember one of the last days I showed him that because he said I have some problems with the back and this footstool, you know, because the footstool in the right leg offers kind of a similar point to have the guitar more or less horizontally and this thing. So when he was, I think, 50 or 48 years old, then he changed to this banquito in the footstool, and this caused a bit of problem because he was not used, and cross-leg thing when he was young, he did for many years, but it's a bit hard, posture not very ergonomic, etc. But anyway, the thing is that he said, I will go to where it was, when Cadiz playing, and as they come to the concert, then I said, yeah, sure. then I went there and I brought a present. As a present, I brought one of these cushions. And I remember, and he said, "What is this?" I said, "Just put this thing back. I will show you. This is a artifact used by classic players in that. But I think this will be useful because if you want to have some guitar elevated in another way, just try it. Let's see what it is." I used it long time ago, and it's cool. So he put it like this, and then he said, "Oh wow, I feel okay." Eh? And then all of a sudden he changed his face and said, "Oh no. Forget it, I cannot use this thing." I said, "What are you saying?" And he said, "How I will go to the stage with this thing in the hand and the guitar?" or he said, "Or I have to have it already there in the chair. And then people will see me, grab it and put it, and then some people will start asking, 'What are you doing with this cushion?'" You see, that was his mentality. He worried about what others would say. Right? I said, "Why you care? You are a music star, man, don't worry. You have to take care of your back and how you feel playing, and you see it. Nobody will question this thing, man, you're Paco de Lucia, come on." And he said, no, I am very afraid of this. They will criticize me for sure, and mostly in Spain." I said, don't worry. Right? But he was like that, right? So I learned from him that, to not do that. Because he was willing to go against his own health because of what others would say, right? In fact, when he changed flamenco and included the instruments and some newspapers criticizing everyone, because the critics were bad, really mean towards him. And then, of course, because he became very successful, at the end of the day, these guys were just ridiculous because of their narrow-minded opinions about Pac-Man. What he did was great. Of course, you need to change things, right? Because if I have this, it's not the same that if I don't have it. But this expectation to others, this is a problem as well. So if you are interested really in this thing, then you should check this Kenny Werner's method of effortless mastery, because the satisfaction starts, great playing. If you remember one concert or one gig that you said, "Wow, these people is playing fantastic," put the video or whatever, and you will remember it in your mind if there is no video, and you will see that actually these artists can sit there and grab the instruments, and there was just great feel of this. Like they really enjoyed just the contact with the instrument. By the very contact, this has to be trained. This cannot be just, "Oh yeah, I know that." No, how good are you at it? Is my question. You ask yourself. Because Paco was not good at this. So he didn't like, but that's why he rarely listened to his albums. Because as soon as he started listening to his album, he will think, "Man, what is this mixing? Like this could have more trebles. This is wrong mixed." Or will start to think how it could be better, and then become embittered by it. So, of course, there is some also advantage of that, but not more than the disadvantages for sure. Therefore, I suggest that you first of all become serious about thinking these aspects and question. You ask yourself, if you're satisfied or not? Because if you train every day to be satisfied with what you play, when you perform or in your practice, because maybe you're not practicing the proper way, etc. Anyone who does not have a teacher or follow a specific method has this problem for sure, when it's 120%. But even those who have supervision and a teacher, they also should struggle to be satisfied. So, and also at least analyze why is happening all this, right? And then think of a solution to this. Otherwise, we will never like what we play. So this is the thing. And yeah, one learns this in time, or it can maybe happen in one day as well. It's not that you need 30 years to realize it, but I learn it every day also by observing how students like to play. I also want to be like them, and that's why I try to become more inquisitive about this. aspects, because it counts if you are satisfied or not when you play.
Me ayudó porque descubrí ahí la improvisación. La improvisación es algo que yo pienso que cada músico del estilo que sea, del clásico, del flamenco, de cualquier otra música, debería aprender, porque en la improvisación te da mucha libertad y a la vez te da mucho conocimiento de dónde estás tocando, de cómo estás tocando, de qué armonías están en cada momento, ¿no?
Muy bien. Pablo.
Sí, Paco, ¿qué es para usted la música popular y qué es la música elitista?
Yo creo que la música elitista es el refinamiento de la música popular. Por ejemplo, el flamenco. El flamenco originalmente es una música popular, la música del pueblo de Andalucía. Pero creo que ya no le pertenece más al pueblo, porque de pronto habemos gente que nos hemos pasado toda una vida encerrados puliendo esa expresión popular. Entonces ha llegado a un nivel en el que el pueblo ya no tiene acceso, sobre todo a los matices que vamos consiguiendo la gente como yo, que nos pasamos muchas horas elaborando esa música.